Welcome back to another episode of Monster Monday. I am your host, Count Vampire. Well, this month of October, as you guys know, if you've been following me long enough, is my favorite month. So, I have dedicated this month for a theme. The Headless Horseman, or the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So today, we are going to be looking at the 1999 Mcfarlane'S Icabod Crane, who was played by Johnny Depp. This was a Tim Burton film. It was pretty scary in some parts. Yes. Old Vampire remembers being afraid of the old crone. And I don't startle easily. So, we are going to be looking at this figure. I am glad they didn't make Icabod a bumbling fool as he is portrayed in a lot of movies, also in the works of Washington Irving. Icabod was tall, skinny, had a long snipe nose, had a voracious appetite for food and women, kind of like me, and he was very clumsy. But in the movie, Icabod was a constable or a police officer. He was very intelligent. He did his own autopsies. He believed in criminal investigation using latest science techniques. There's a lot of that came to be in the Victorian era. That's when a lot of crime scene photography started taking place. Autopsies were performed, and it just snowballed from there to the excellence that we have today with DNA matching. So Icabod, he was a pioneer in this movie, as you could say. It was about 1899, because he mentioned the new millennium being upon them. And at the end of the movie, it was New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day, and it was 1900. So they entered into the 20th century. So that is the history of this action figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. All right, so here he is. Let's take a close look at him, the way they have him in the box. He appears to be in deep thought. And he comes with all of these accessories. Oh boy, a vampire likes accessories. Hated them as a child because they got lost very easily. Here's what the package art looks like. And those are the figures that came from this line. We have Icabod, the crone, the Headless Horseman, who we reviewed last week. And here is the deluxe boxed set. What a beautiful piece that is. Yes. So let's go ahead and take a look at this action figure. Oh, Icabod, wake up, Icabod. Oh, Icabod, what a name. Kind of odd, but nice just the same. Funny face, funny frame. Icabod Crane. Icabod made his way. He's kind of odd, but nice just the same. You know, that guy. Oh, Icabod. The song that they sang in the Disney cartoon, which I look forward to watching every year when I was a little vampire. Oh boy, do I remember that, sitting down in front of the TV, watching the moon rise up over the cemetery and eating pumpkin seeds and watching old Disney's Icabod. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop him out the bubble. Oh, what a wonderful little toy this is. Comes with a little package insert. Let's go ahead and toss that off to the side there. Oh, Vampire didn't know it came with this. Let's take a look. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. There's the headless horseman that we were talking about. It's weak, and it shows you how to put the head on and how to put the heads in his hand and the axe in his hand. This is the deluxe horseman. Oh, what a wonderful piece. Vampire likes that piece very, very much. The deluxe horseman. He comes with a sword, he's headless, you put him down on the horse, and then he comes with a display stand. Oh, Bob and Doug McKenzie. You know, remember them from Strange Brew? And they also had an album. And these is the instructions for Icabod and the crone. All the things that you could do with Icabod's accessories. And the Danger Girls, don't remember them, but Spawn, of course. And Mcfarlane'S Toys Collectors Club exclusive, and there's a little mini-me. Wow, this is so nice. Look at all the monsters. Mcfarlane likes the monsters. These are very well-made action figures. I would say they're more for the adult collector than they are for children, especially this line, with it being so dark and ominous as it is. There's Icabod. Let me pull the cover off his accessories. Let me pause this for a minute. There's a bunch of accessories. Okay, so here's Icabod Crane. Move his arm down. He has pretty limited articulation. Just his arms and his head move. His legs move out this way. And they twist at the top of his boot. And his hips move around. That's about it. You can't really put him in a seated position. His frock coat is made up of a soft plastic done in black. Very, very nice detail. It has the button strap on the back. Little silver trim going along the sides as a sculpted on pocket. You can see that he's wearing a necktie of the Victorian era. It's more of a cloth that is wrapped around the neck, not like your standard necktie that we have in today's world. A pretty nice face sculpt for Johnny Depp. They captured him quite well. And as you know, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp worked together on many projects. He's wearing these very tall boots. They go up to his knees. Nice sculpting on the boots. A little splash of green to kind of break it up. And he does have peg holes on his feet. It's a good action figure. One of the accessories, he comes with a spare hand with a flintlock pistol and a rifle that they added. his right hand, the thumb and fingers are fixed together, but he could still, can he? No, he can't. That is so unfortunate. He cannot, you have to switch out the hands to have him hold his extra pistol. Look at that. Has a belt clip on it, has a nice trigger. This is a very nice representation of a flintlock pistol. A rounded butt cap, a rounded pistol butt, and these were often used as clubs because they only fired once. So you would pull this back, has a flint on it, and there's the frizzen. You put powder down inside the pan. That's where you get flash in the pan from, meaning that your gun just flashed in the pan, it didn't fire. Then you put a powder, a patch of fabric down inside, then the ball, and then you would pull out the ramrod and ram it down inside, get a nice tight fit, and then you pull the trigger back and let it go, and a spark hits the gunpowder, and hopefully it'll go off. So that's to keep your powder dry. So Johnny's hand just pops right off there, or Icabod's hand, and you could snap his pistol hand on. I like that feature very much. Too bad his arms don't move at the elbow. He came with a book, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Very nice. It doesn't open though. But, you know, this is kind of a nice callback to the original Icabod Crane, who was a school teacher, known as a schoolmaster back then. So it's nice that they give him some books. This one, I can't read the writing on it, but a very nice book, very good detail on it. Here's one of the instruments that he uses. Don't know what it is or what it does. Here is another one. Very Burton-esque, kind of steampunkish at the same time. These very odd instruments. If you remember in the movie that he kicked the doctor out of his office so he could perform autopsies. And they thought that was very unusual. And he found out that the widow was pregnant because somebody tipped him off. He said 3 bodies and 2 graves. So Icabod was wondering, what are you hiding? And then the glasses that he wore, these are very interesting glasses indeed. They were kind of magnifying glasses. Shouldn't say kind of, they were. Oh, piece of plastic inside of his bag. And here is his supply bag. This has been known as this was made of leather, but this would also have been a carpet bag, a bag made out of carpet. So he opens up to find more instruments. He has surgical instruments in there. This side opens up, and he has his tea set. Very gentlemanly of him to carry his own tea set. Has a gold handle, gold locks. And the handle is actually on a chain, and you open it up. And you find his chemistry set. And you could see that he has several different chemicals in there. And up here at the top, I am never disappointed with Mcffarlane'S toys. They really focus on the consumer to give you more bang for your buck. They take pride in their work. Just look at the detail on that. The accordion folding on there, done up in gold, and they did their best to make it look like there's liquid in the plastic. Amazing work, Mcfarlane. Amazing work. So just go ahead and slide that back down. And his other accessories, well, they can't fit in there, which is kind of bothersome for Vampire. But I like that case very much. And Johnny Depp, or Icabod, great figure. And of course, I forgot to mention his waistcoat, or his vest, as we call it these days. Very gentlemanly to wear a waistcoat. They wore a lot of layers of clothing back then. We would be considered underdressed and inappropriate with today's standards of dress. So you can see old Vampire still dressing in Victorian era. I do wear one, which you guys call t-shirts, once or twice on the show. But I still am in the era of the Victorians, in the reign of Queen Victoria, who was quite a lady. I enjoyed speaking with her. Very nice lady. Very proper, very formal. She found me to be aristocratic, so she enjoyed my company. Of course, I had to hide my fangs because vampires were still not accepted back in those days. So I had to be very careful with her. But fortunately, I could tolerate the daylight. So, if you're wondering, this is called a jabot. Very stylish to wear. This would be a more formal wear. And of course, I'm always in a waistcoat myself, ruffled cuffs most of the time. And of course, my old top hat, which was very chic and in vogue back then, and also very common to wear a top hat. And top hats were popular until the mid-20th century, but they're more for a formal setting now, not to be worn as an average everyday hat. So thank you very much for tuning in to old Vampire's channel and saying hello to Vampire. And I thank you all very, very much for subscribing and for all the kindness that you show me. Please leave me a comment. I love to answer back. That's the favorite part of Vampire's show, is to say hello to all of you. And please hit that subscribe button. Help this channel grow. Because when we hit 700, there will be a giveaway by Joe Motion Videos 82. Yes, the founder of this channel. We're holding a giveaway. Please hit that like button, and that will let YouTube know that this video is worth sharing, so they will broadcast it more. So that like button is actually paid close attention to. So please help me out with that. So until then, remember, be kind to everybody, be kind to yourself, and be kind to your animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. So until Friday, for Friday Night Frights, tune in for that, because we will be reading more of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Stephen Gamel. Yes, that is Scary Stories. So until Friday, I bid thee adieu and a good night. and pleasant dreams. Yes, very pleasant dreams. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.